of assistance, if you need any sort of help, you can ask me anytime. So let's have here. Today is the fourth lecture we are going to have according to our syllabus of modal auxiliary verbs in English. All right. First of all, we have finished with can, could, may, might, and need to. Ultimately, we have finished 5 modal auxiliary verbs. Today, I'm going to show you. Today, I'm going to give you over here 3 modal auxiliaries together. All right. I'll be explaining you 3 modal auxiliaries, and we are going to have only one with the sentences and other with the other sentences as well. All right. So today, I'm going to show you 3 most important modal auxiliary verbs in English. First of all, modal auxiliary verbs are what? Let me explain to you once again, because as you can see here, some of the students are new, completely see gone. All right, do you have any problems, any doubts regarding what do we say, modal auxiliary verbs in English? If you want to ask any questions, you can ask me now. Modal auxiliaries are what? The alternatives of making sentences. Point number one. Modal auxiliary verbs are the verbs which are making the sentences to express some kind of other moods. For example, if you want to express our mood like happiness, anger, suggestion, advice, yes or no? So if you want to make some kind of request, permission, at that time we use their modal auxiliary verbs in English. And we have completed our 5 modal auxiliary verbs in English. All right. So modal auxiliary verbs are really very important for us to make sentences and to understand in English what exactly do we need to say to the person. If we are showing our anger, we can use their modal auxiliary verbs. If we are making a sentence with a request, we can use their modal auxiliary verbs. If you are showing some happiness, if you are just suggesting someone, if you are advising someone, at that time also we use their modal auxiliary verbs. Now today I'm going to show you 3 most important modal auxiliary verbs in English, and those are what? Should, must, and have to. Should, must, and have to. As I've categorized them in different things, we're going to see there should, must, and have to. When do we use should? When do we use must? When do we use have to? All right. Point number one. Should, we are using, what is the mode for should? The mood of should is what? Advice. We are using should for advices. Whenever we are advising someone, whenever we are suggesting someone something, for suggestion, for advice, we are going to use their should. अगर मैं किसी को एडवाइस दे रहा हूं तो मैं वहां पर शुड यूज करूंगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू शुड ज्वाइन द जिम. इट इज अ नॉर्मल सेंटेंस. ओके, मैं किसी को एडवाइस कर रहा हूं, भाई बाकी तुम्हारी इच्छा है, तुम्हारी मर्जी है, इट्स योर डिजायर, इट्स योर विश दैट यू आर गोइंग टू ज्वाइन इट और नॉट. सो यू शुड ज्वाइन द जिम, वी आर यूजिंग शुड फॉर एडवाइस. जब किसी को हम लोग को एडवाइस करनी होती है, हम लोग वहां पर क्या यूज करते हैं? शुड. ऑलराइट, पॉइंट नंबर वन. नेक्स्ट वन, मस्ट. मस्ट वी आर यूजिंग फॉर नेसेसिटी. नेसेसिटी मतलब यानी जरूरत है. मीन्स व्हाट? मस्ट इज स्ट्रॉन्गर देन शुड. तीनों का एक ही मीनिंग है. शुड, मस्ट और हैव टू, तीनों का मीनिंग एक ही है. और वो मीनिंग क्या है? आपको करना चाहिए, करना पड़ेगा, करना चाहिए. उसका मीनिंग सब वही है. होना चाहिए, रहना चाहिए, बनना चाहिए, करना चाहिए, सबका मीनिंग एक ही है. यू शुड ज्वाइन द जिम, आपको जिम ज्वाइन करना चाहिए, ये मेरी एडवाइस है. सो यू शुड ज्वाइन द जिम, we are using for advice. Next, must is stronger than should, and we are using must for necessity. जब कोई चीज ज्यादा जरूरत है, उस चीज की जरूरत है, हम लोगों को गरज है उसकी, उसके लिए हम लोग क्या यूज करेंगे? मस्ट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू मस्ट स्टडी हार्ड. अगर आप लोगों ने नहीं करा तो अब ये कोई चॉइस है क्या आपकी? नहीं, यहाँ पर चॉइस नहीं आती, ये आपकी नेसेसिटी है. अगर नहीं किया तो आप लोग को आगे जॉब नहीं मिलेगा, जॉब नहीं मिलेगा तो पैसा नहीं मिलेगा, पैसा नहीं मिलेगा तो लाइफ अच्छी नहीं जाएगा. So you must study hard. It is stronger than should. Must is stronger than should. Next one is what? Have to. Have to is the strongest, as we have 3 stars for have to, and we're using have to for obligation. हम लोग use कर रहे हैं have to for obligation. It is like 3 star. Have to मतलब आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. Obligation मतलब कर्तव्य, फर्ज है आपका. नहीं किया तो लपड़ा हो जाएगा. You have to मतलब आपको करना ही पड़ेगा, आपके पास में कोई चॉइस ही नहीं है. मीन्स यू हैव टू पे द फी. हा, क्या सेंटेंस है. आपको फी पे करना ही पड़ेगा, नहीं पे किया तो
बाहर.
क्लास एम्प्रेस गार्डन में. यस नो. सो यू हैव टू, आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. इट इज द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट सेंटेंस. नाउ शुड, मस्ट एंड हैव टू, तीनों का मीनिंग सेम है, बट उसको मैंने कैटेगराइज किया हूं कुछ अलग नाम के साथ में, सो दैट यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड इट वेल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू सी दैट शुड को मैंने नाम दिया मदर, शुड को नाम दिया मैंने क्या, मदर। मदर कैसे रहती है गुड्डू, एकदम अच्छी रहती है,
Pol-
प्यारी रहती है, हाँ एकदम पोलाइट, वेरी डॉसाइल, वेरी पोलाइट, वेरी कंट्रोलेबल, है कि नहीं। अभी फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी हमारा रोहित जो है दारू पी के घर पर आ गया, अभी डैड क्या बोले, आन दे उसको जरा, मैं उसको कुत्ते कैसे मारने वाला, मैं गिरा गिरा के, है कि नहीं, है ना गुड्डू। तो अब गुड्डू को खुंदल खुंदल के मारने वाले डैड, तो गुड्डू ने क्या किया, मम्मी को आके बोला, मम्मी प्लीज 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 बचाओ बचाओ बचाओ, मेरे को बचा दलो ना आज, फक्त आज वाचवा मला, उद्यापासून काही जरा मी ना असं करणार नाही काय नाटक, सो आज मला जरा वाचवा। शुड, should is like mother, means it is very polite and very normal, should is like mother। next, must is like father, मस्ट इज लाइक फादर। अभी शुड जो है वो कैसे है, माँ कैसे रहती है, अरे मेरा बच्चा है रे, अरे कर रे, अरे कर रे, यू शुड डू दिस, यू शुड स्टडी, यू शुड स्टडी, यू शुड स्टडी। माँ क्या बोल रही है वहां पर, यू शुड स्टडी, यू शुड स्टडी, ये माँ बोल रही है, यस नो। माँ क्या बोल रही है, यू शुड स्टडी, तो माँ क्या बोलती है, अरे तुला अभ्यास करायला पाहिजे रे, अरे तुला अभ्यास करायला पाहिजे रे, है क्या नहीं। करने का करो, नहीं तो मत करो, खाली एडवाइस है। अब तो आप क्या करते, माँ की बात सुनते छोड़ देते। नेक्स्ट वन इज व्हाट, मस्ट। अब फादर क्या बोल रहे हैं, मस्ट, यू मस्ट स्टडी, तुला अभ्यास करावाच लागेल, नाही केलं तर घराचे बाहेर, येस नो। यू मस्ट स्टडी, आपको स्टडी करना चाहिए, यू मस्ट स्टडी, आपको स्टडी करना चाहिए, means what, it is necessary, it is your necessity। if you are not studying, you will lose the job, if you are not studying, you won't earn money, if you are not studying, your life will not be stable। so you must study, must is stronger than should, so must को मैंने नाम दिया है father, father, mother से ज्यादा strong कौन रहता है, father, है क्या नहीं। and have to is like obligation, we are using have to for boss, have to we are using for boss। have to आपके बॉस के ऐसा है, मतलब आपको करना ही पड़ेगा। अभी बॉस अपनी माँ बाप रहता है क्या, बाप बॉस अपने बाप के ऐसे रहता है क्या, थोड़ा समझून घेतो का रोहित, बॉस समजून घेतो का जरा,
नाही सर,
अजिबात नाही।
अजिबात
माँ
नाही.
समज की लेती ना, अरे माझा पिल्ला आहे, माझं माझं लाडका आहे, हो, माझा भाऊ आहे, अहो माझं लाल आहे, माझं पिल्लू आहे, अहो चालतंय की, ते सिगरेट तर पितो तो, दुसरं काय थोडी काय करतो तो, है क्या नहीं। एखादा बाप क्या बोलता है, फादर क्या बोलता है, ए सिगरेट बिगरेट पिऊ नको, हाँ दारू मी पीतो पण तू सिगरेट पिऊ नको। पर बॉस जो रहेगा वो क्या बोलेगा, यू यू डोंट हैव टू स्मोक हियर इन द कंपनी, इफ यू आर स्मोकिंग यू आर फायर्ड, आपको मैं कंपनी से लात डाल के निकालूंगा। सेम केस, यू हैव टू स्टडी, मतलब आपको स्टडी करना ही पड़ेगा, नहीं किया तो लाइफ तो झंड होनी ही होनी है अपनी। सो शुड, मस्ट एंड हैव टू, तीनों का मीनिंग एक ही है, आपको करना चाहिए, आपको करना पड़ेगा, ऐसा होना चाहिए, रहना चाहिए, करना चाहिए, बनना चाहिए, सबका मीनिंग सेम है। बट शुड इज लाइक वन स्टार, शुड इज लाइक मदर, वी आर यूजिंग शुड फॉर एडवाइस। जब किसी को हम लोग एडवाइस कर रहे हैं, आपको ऐसा करना चाहिए, बाकी करना ना करना आपकी मर्जी है। सो यू शुड ज्वाइन द जिम, आपको जिम ज्वाइन करना चाहिए, शुड। जब कोई हमको स्ट्रॉन्ग सेंटेंस बनाना है कि आपको ये करना ही चाहिए, सो हम लोग वहां पर यूज करेंगे मस्ट। मस्ट वी आर यूजिंग फॉर नेसेसिटी, एंड मस्ट इज लाइक फादर, मैंने उसको नाम दिया फादर, मस्ट इज लाइक फादर। दैट्स व्हाट, यू मस्ट स्टडी हार्ड, आपको स्टडी हार्ड करना चाहिए, नहीं करेंगे तो पछताएंगे, यू मस्ट स्टडी हार्ड। नेक्स्ट, हैव टू यू आर यूजिंग फॉर ऑब्लिगेशन, ऑब्लिगेशन मतलब यानी कर्तव्य, फर्ज। जब कोई चीज फर्ज होती है तो हम लोग को वो करना ही पड़ता है, नहीं करेंगे तो पछताएंगे, उसके अलावा कोई चारा नहीं है हमारे पास में। यू हैव टू पे द फी एंड यू हैव टू स्टडी, आपको स्टडी करना ही पड़ेगा, नहीं करेंगे तो आपके पास में कोई दूसरा चॉइस ही नहीं है। इज दैट क्लियर? हेलो।
Yes.
So should, when
Yes,
we
sir.
use should in English, we are using should for, we are using should for desirability and advice. We are using should for desirability and advice. This time
Advice.
only for desirability and advice. We are not using should for anything else. Now we are going to where else can we use should. अब should को कैसे use करना है? When do we use should and how do we use should in English? We are using should when something is good thing, when something is right thing. We are using should for advice. And when do we use should? When something is good and when something is right. When something is good, when something is right, we use their should. Okay? Should is like mother. Mother मैंने नाम क्यों दिया उसको should को? क्योंकि वो एकदम normal है ना, normal use के लिए use होता है should. जहाँ पे आप लोग जबरदस्ती नहीं कर सकते. एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको बोल सकता हूँ, और यू शुड ज्वाइन द जिम, आपको जिम ज्वाइन करना है. बाकी आपकी चॉइस है आपको करना है कि नहीं करना है. तो आपको जिम ज्वाइन करना चाहिए, मीनिंग यू शुड स्टडी, और यू शुड ज्वाइन द जिम, आपको स्टडी करना चाहिए. करना नहीं करना आपके हाथ में भाई वो. सो शुड, सो वी आर यूजिंग शुड फॉर डिजायरेबिलिटी एंड एडवाइस. वी आर यूजिंग शुड फॉर डिजायरेबिलिटी एंड एडवाइस. लेट्स हैव अ लुक हियर इन द यूनिट ऑफ शुड. अब हम लोग शुड कहाँ यूज करेंगे ग्रामर की बुक में, देख लेते हैं एक बार. I hope you are able to see the grammar book on the screen. गरीब लोग, ऐसा मत के ऐसा मत बैठो रे बाबा. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Let's have a look here. Should. अभी हम लोग should का use करते हैं. When something is good thing, when something is right thing. And when do we use shouldn't? When something is not good thing, when something is not bad thing, means not right thing. All right? For example, should. अब यहाँ पर देखो मम्मी बोल रही है उसको, you shouldn't watch TV so much. अगं तुला एवढं टीव्ही नाही बघायला पाहिजे ग. अहो अगं 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 आई बस गप बस ग, बघू दे जरा ते सिरियल चाललाय. तो मतलब क्या करती है वहां पर माँ, एकदम प्यार से बोल रही है, और आपको देखना ही नहीं चाहिए. मतलब यू मस्ट नॉट स्टडी, सॉरी यू मस्ट नॉट वॉच टीवी, सो यू मस्ट वॉच टीवी. यस नो. और आपको
Yes.
देखना ही नहीं चाहिए, देखा तो गोली मार डालेंगे. दैट्स व्हाट यू,
Have to.
करेक्ट. यू डोंट हैव टू वॉच टीवी. अगर तुमने अगर वॉच टीवी देखा तो आपकी जान ही लूंगा फिर मैं. गेटिंग इट? सो दैट्स व्हाट, एक टप्पे है उसके. कब यूज करना है शुड, कब यूज करना है मस्ट, कब यूज करना है हैव टू. सो शुड सबसे इजी है, सबसे नॉर्मल है. Should we are using for infinitive. For example, should do, should watch, should stop, should go, should there, etc. Should do, should go, should watch, should come, etc. All right. Next one. अब हम लोग should को कैसे कहाँ use करने वाले, कौन कौन सी चीज के लिए. When do we use should? We are using should when something is good thing and when something is the right thing. When something is good to do and when something is right to do, we use the should. For example, Tom shouldn't study enough. Sorry, Tom doesn't study enough. He should study harder. उसको स्टडी करना चाहिए. टॉम स्टडी नहीं करता है सही से, उसको स्टडी करना चाहिए. अगर नहीं करेगा तो पछताएगा. उसका एडवाइस है, करना है तो करने दो, मत कर. इट्स अ गुड फिल्म, यू शुड गो एंड सी इट. वो अच्छी फिल्म है, आपको देखना चाहिए एक बार. वो एक अच्छी फिल्म है, आपको देखना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट, व्हेन यू प्ले टेनिस यू शुड ऑलवेज वॉच द बॉल. जब आप टेनिस खेलते हैं तो बॉल को देखो, वहां पे लड़की को देखो मत, वरना तो बॉल आएगा मुंह पे. नेक्स्ट, you shouldn't do something equals it is not a good thing to do, it is not a right thing to do. Okay, shouldn't is the short form of should not. All right, good do. Tom shouldn't go to bed so late. Tom को इतना लेट बेड पर नहीं जाना चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि अगर इतनी लेट जाएगा तो उसके लिए वो हानिकारक है सेहत के लिए. You should, you watch TV all the time, you shouldn't watch TV so much. आपको इतनी देर तक ये टीवी नहीं देखना चाहिए, ये मेरे एडवाइस है. Yes or no? You shouldn't go to bed so late, you shouldn't watch TV so much, you should always watch the ball, you should study hard, you should go to bed sooner. Okay, you should go and you should watch the movie. So we are using should. Next one, we often use should for I think and he thinks. Should often used for I think. For example, मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि आपने ऐसे करना चाहिए. That's what I think you should. We think you should. I think Lisa should buy some new clothes. Lisa should buy some new clothes. Lisa को new clothes buy करना चाहिए क्योंकि उसके पास में फटे हुए कपड़े हैं. है कि नहीं रोहित?
We'll give to Lisa.
Sir,
Oh, Lisa के boyfriend. Pay attention here. I think Lisa should buy new clothes. Why? Because it's a good thing to buy new clothes because she has got torn clothes. I think it's late. I think I should go now. बहुत लेट हो चुका है, मुझे लगता है कि अभी मुझे जाना चाहिए. नहीं गया तो अब्बा मेरे घर पे इधर से पहुंच जाएंगे. Shall I buy this coat? I think you should buy this coat. Yes. क्या मुझे कोट ये कोट लेना चाहिए क्या? Yes. आपको ये कोट ले लेना चाहिए. Do you think I should buy this hat? आपको लगता है मुझे ये हैट लेना चाहिए? सामने वाले को पूछ रहे हैं. तुम्हारी मर्जी, लेना तो लो नहीं तो मत लो. नेक्स्ट, आई डोंट थिंक, मुझे नहीं लगता कि आपको ये काम करना चाहिए. आई डोंट थिंक यू शुड. आई डोंट थिंक यू शुड डू so hard work. Next, I don't think you should go there. Why? Because it's not a good idea. Okay, so we are using should for advices, desirability, and next. अब यहाँ पर देखो लिखा है इसने must. Must is stronger than should. मैंने जैसे भी आप लोग को बोला भी. Should is like mother, so must is like. Should is like mother, so must is like
Father. Boss.
father. Father. Have to is like boss. So should is like mother, so must is like father. Must अभी जैसे for example अब्बा है अपने, मम्मी क्या बोलती? ए रोहित अभ्यास कर रहे, रोहित अभ्यास कर रहे, रोहित अभ्यास कर रहे, है कि नहीं? रोहित माँ को प्यार से, एकदम प्यार से बोलती है माँ. और अब्बा क्या बोलते हैं? रोहित अभ्यास कर रहे. तो माँ क्या बोल रही है? रोहित यू शुड स्टडी, रोहित यू शुड स्टडी. और डैड क्या बोल रहे? रोहित यू मस्ट स्टडी. पैसे घातलेत मी तिथं, है का नाही? अब मैंने पैसे उधर डाला हूँ. रोहित तेरा काम है स्टडी करने का, नहीं तो फिर मैं तेरे को स्टडी करूंगा. नेक्स्ट, इट्स अ गुड फिल्म, यू शुड गो एंड सी इट. ये अच्छी फिल्म है, आपको देखना चाहिए. और इट्स अ फैंटास्टिक फिल्म, इट्स अ फैंटास्टिक फिल्म, यू मस्ट सी इट. और ये बहुत भारी मूवी, आपको देखना चाहिए, आपको देखना ही पड़ेगा, आपको मेरी कसम. मीन्स व्हाट? मस्ट इज स्ट्रॉन्गर देन should. Any doubts?
No.
No, sir.
It's very easy over here. Should we are using for mother, should we are using for advice and desirability. Okay, सिंपल सा है. एडवाइस के लिए हम लोग यूज करते हैं should. आपको ऐसा करना चाहिए. For example, I should write an assignment. मुझे असाइनमेंट लिखना चाहिए. नहीं लिखा तो भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, कॉलेज वाले जान थोड़ी देंगे, है कि नहीं वाजिद भाई?
सही है सर.
सही है. I should write an assignment. Question,
Should I write
Should I?
anything?
should I write an assignment? क्या मुझे असाइनमेंट लिखना चाहिए? और ये गुड्डू वाला सेंटेंस है. नो नो नो, आई शुडंट राइट एन असाइनमेंट. मला का मी कशाला लिहिणार? क्यों लिखूं मैं? Yes or no? So I should write an assignment. Should I write an assignment? I shouldn't write an assignment. Next one, they should study now. उन लोगों को अभी स्टडी करना चाहिए, बाकी उनकी मर्जी करना नहीं करना. And they should have helped them in the past. ये पास्ट का सेंटेंस है. I should join him tomorrow. मैं उसको कल ज्वाइन करना चाहिए मैंने. So we can use should for present, past and future as well. Okay दोस्तों, we can use should for present, past and future as well. Okay, when do we use could? Mr. Zubair, when do we use could?
Possibility or
Very good.
and
Ability,
possibility and
permission. In what tenses do we use could?
present. Past, present, future.
Very good. And when do we use should? Guddu, in what tenses do we use should? Guddu? Guddu,
Yes, sir.
where are you? Are you with the काम वाली बाई?
No, sir. तू पुन्हा आंटीने आवाज दिया था.
Pay attention here. Yeah. Now, in what tenses do we use should? Guddu?
पुन्हा.
Satyanash.
भाई भाई नाम हो जाओ.
Yes, Zubair bhai. In what tense do we use should? Wajid bhai.
Present, past, future.
Very good. Present, past and future. देखो यहाँ पर मैंने एग्जांपल दिया हूँ. अरे यहाँ पे ध्यान दो रे बाबा सब लोग, प्लीज.
But instead of have, they should had use. We can use, right?
Yeah.
In the past.
See, I'll tell you one more thing. They should have helped. Helped क्या है? ये past form है. Yes or no?
Yes.
Simple. So they should have helped them. उन लोगों ने उनको help कर लिया होता उस वक्त.
So we can we use instead of have had?
हाँ, one more thing, just have a look here. यहाँ पे एक चीज आपको बताना मैं भूल गया. आपने सिंपल पास्ट टेंस में मैंने एक बात बोला था, याद आ रहा है आपको? Can we say I was completed my work, Mr. Wajid? Miss Sadaf, can we say like this? I
No.
was.
I was completing my work.
नहीं, मैं क्या ऐसा बोल सकता हूँ? I was completed my work. ऐसा मैं क्यों नहीं बोल सकता हूँ? जुबेर भाई, क्यों नहीं बोल सकता हूँ मैं ऐसा? Yes, Mr. Shivdas, why can't I say like this?
Because both are past, na? I was.
Exactly. So can I use here? I should had helped.
No. So if we use a had, so we can use verb as a first form, right?
Yeah. For example,
They should help had help
correct. They should had helped them.
them in the past. Is it right?
Yeah, exactly. We can say they should had help. But generally ऐसा हम लोग बोलते नहीं. We should say like this. They should have helped them.
Okay.
लोग ने उनको मदद कर देना चाहिए था past में.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Any doubts to anyone
No.
with should? Any questions to anyone with should? Yes. Anyone would like to ask any questions regarding should?
No.
Yes. Now I want you to make sentence with should. Now we can make sentence with should for all the pronouns. Okay. I should, you should, we should, they should, it should, he should, she should, it. Okay. For all the pronouns you are going to use a should. I want you to make sentences now with I. I should.
I should submit the project on time. Should I submit the project on time? I shouldn't submit the project on time.
Very good. Next,
I
guys,
should,
please make
I
sentences.
should wake up early in the morning. Should I wake up early in the morning? I shouldn't wake up early in the morning.
Very good.
I should
Take these
attend the
words.
meeting. Should I attend the meeting? I shouldn't attend the meeting.
Very good.
I should help him. Should I help him? Help him. I shouldn't help him.
Correct.
You should wear a mask. Wear mask. Should you wear a mask? You shouldn't wear a mask.
I should
Next.
bring the bag. Should I bring the bag? I shouldn't bring the bag.
Good.
I should visit her. Should I visit her? I shouldn't visit her.
Good.
I should watch the TV. Should I watch the TV? I shouldn't watch the TV.
Next.
I shall download this file. Should I download this file? I shouldn't download this file.
Very good.
I should open the light. Should I open the light? I shouldn't open the light.
Next.
I should wait for him. Should I wait for him? I shouldn't wait for him.
Next.
I should
I
quarantine in the home. Should I quarantine in the home? I shouldn't quarantine in the home.
I should support him. Should I support him? I shouldn't support him.
Good. Miss Sadaf make sentences. Guddu make sentences. Wajid bhai make sentences, please.
I should maintain the society. Should I maintain the society? I shouldn't maintain the society.
Very good.
I should sign the agreement. Should I sign the agreement? I shouldn't sign the agreement.
Good.
I shall test this dish. Should I test this dish? I shouldn't test this dish.
Very good. And
I
see,
I
please try
should-
to please try to feel the situation and then make some real sentences. मुझे ऐसा करना चाहिए. I should do this. I should fix up my Wi-Fi. I should end the meeting. I should listen to him. I should listen to tips. When something is good idea, when something is right idea, we can use the should. जब कोई चीज अच्छी होती है, जब कोई चीज सही होती है, उसके लिए हम लोग use करते हैं should. Give me sentences now.
I should solve the
sentence.
I should solve the problem. Should I solve the problem? I shouldn't solve the problem.
I should open the laptop. Should I open the laptop? I shouldn't open the laptop.
I should solve debug. Should I solve debug? I shouldn't solve debug.
Next. Next.
I should testify. Should I testify? I shouldn't testify.
Next.
I should raise a ticket. Should I raise a ticket? I shouldn't raise a ticket.
Very nice.
I should.
I should eat something. Should I eat something? I shouldn't eat something.
Good.
I should surrender now. Should I surrender now? I shouldn't surrender now.
Very good.
I should take the biscuit. Should I take the biscuit? I shouldn't take the biscuit.
Very good. I want you to make sentences now with he should, she should. He should, she should. He should, she should.
You should.
Yes.
He should pick the call. Should he pick the call? He shouldn't pick the call.
Good.
He
He
should
should
serve the
connect
good
works.
food.
Continue.
He should serve the good food. Should he serve the good food? He shouldn't serve the good food.
He should connect to workstation. Should he connect to workstation? He shouldn't connect to workstation.
Very good.
She should deny the project. Should she deny the project? She shouldn't deny the project.
She should work hard. Should she work hard? She doesn't She should not work hard.
Shouldn't. Very good. She shouldn't work hard. Next. Next.
He should make the sentence. Should he make the sentence? He shouldn't make the sentences.
Very good. Next. He should, she should. Guddu, are you sleeping?
No, sir.
Make sentences.
He should use sanitizer. Should he use sanitizer? He shouldn't use sanitizer.
Sanitizer. Next.
He should follow process. Should he follow process? He shouldn't follow process.
Very good. The process. Her process.
The process.
She should give the appointment. Should she give the appointment? She shouldn't give the appointment.
Very nice. Next.
He should the release. He should release the project.
Should it release the project? It shouldn't release the project.
You should buy a textbook. Should you buy a textbook? You shouldn't buy a textbook.
She should complete the exam. Should she complete the exam? She shouldn't complete the exam.
Good. चलो भाई चलो 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 जल्दी
He
जल्दी
should realize the situation. Should he realize the situation? He shouldn't realize the situation.
She should maintain the home. Should she maintain the home? She shouldn't maintain the home.
You should go to college. You go to college. You shouldn't go to college.
Very good.
She should hide her pen. Should she hide her pen? She shouldn't hide her pen.
Next.
She should buy the gold. Should she buy the gold? She shouldn't buy the gold.
They should donate the blood. Should they donate the blood? They shouldn't donate the blood.
Very good.
He should visit the park. Should he visit the park? He shouldn't visit the park.
Good.
He should pay attention here. Should he pay attention here? He shouldn't pay attention here.
She should spend some time. Should she spend some time? She shouldn't spend some time.
Good. Yes.
It should be ready now. Should it be ready now? It shouldn't be ready now.
She should go alone. Should she go alone? She shouldn't go alone.
Very good.
He should tell the story. Should he tell the story? He shouldn't tell the story.
Very good.
She should recharge the mobile. Should she recharge the mobile? She shouldn't recharge the mobile.
Recharge the mobile. Good.
He should wait
Yes.
for other student. Should he wait for other student? He shouldn't wait for other students.
You should
Very
take
good.
my advice. Should you take my advice? You shouldn't take my advice.
Good.
She should independent. Should she independent? She shouldn't independent.
He
Be
should tell the
independent.
truth. Should he tell the truth? He shouldn't tell the truth.
Very good.
Use an instead before independent.
Because independent is not a verb, correct?
Yes, right.
She should be independent. Should she be
Okay, okay.
independent? She shouldn't be independent. So be is the
Yes,
verb.
yes.
He should give up smoking. Should she give up smoking? She shouldn't give up smoking.
Very good.
She should never give up. Should she never give up? She shouldn't never give up.
Very good.
They
He
should
should
divide
log in
it.
at.
Yeah,
He
continue.
should log in at 9 a.m. Should he log in at 9 a.m.? He shouldn't log in at 9 a.m.
Good.
They should divide and rule. Should they divide and rule? They shouldn't divide and rule.
Very good.
She should get the session. Should she get the session? She shouldn't get the session.
I should reply to his letter. Should I reply to his letter? I shouldn't reply to his letter.
Very good.
She should breakfast on time. Should she breakfast on time? She shouldn't breakfast on time.
Very good.
She should shout at him. Should she shout at him? She shouldn't shout at him.
I should always do your best. Should I always do best? I shouldn't always do your best.
She should sleep on time. Should she sleep on time? She shouldn't sleep on time.
Sleep on time. Yes.
I don't think we should do that. Should I? Sir,
Yes, my dear.
इसका कैसा होगा opposite? I don't think we should do that. Should we?
Very good boy. ऐसे एड़े चले नहीं डालना उसके लिए बिल्कुल भी. I should do that. Should I do that? I shouldn't do that because already not is there in the negative, right?
Yeah.
Very good boy. Cool boy.
She should take care. Should she take care? She shouldn't take care.
Very good. She should take care. Should she take care? She shouldn't take care. Next.
He should eat 2 times in a day. Should he eat 2 times in a day? He shouldn't eat 2 times in a day.
You should take care of yourself. Should you take care of yourself? You shouldn't take care of yourself.
Very
She
good.
should elaborate. Should she elaborate? She shouldn't elaborate.
Elaborate.
We should realize the truth. Should we realize the truth? We shouldn't realize the truth.
I should go home and get.
Please make sentences only with you, we, they. You, we, they. You should, we should, they should.
You should polish your shoes. Should you polish your shoes? You shouldn't polish your shoes.
Very
They
good.
should hurt him. Should they hurt him? They shouldn't hurt him.
हट मतलब नहीं वो उनका झोपड़ा बनाना चाहिए उन लोगों ने उनको उसको
नहीं
झोपड़ा
hurt.
hurt
H-E-A-R-D hurt.
हाँ HEARD right
Right. Hurt.
गलत हो जाएगा दोस्त गलत हो जाएगा वो
You should make your sentence.
अरे वेट अ मिनट भाई के थोड़ा सा लटक गई है उधर गाड़ी ध्यान दीजिए प्लीज
Actually,
उसका
I
फर्स्ट फॉर्म है
was something missing. Hurt.
या एक्चुअली
Spelling mistake.
here उसको हर्ट नहीं आना चाहिए हियर आना चाहिए
Okay.
yes continue please
You should get appraisal. Should you get appraisal? You shouldn't get appraisal.
appraisal good
Appraisal.
yes continue
They should organize the event. Should they organize the event? They shouldn't organize the event.
very good yes
We should value our parents. Should we value our parents? We shouldn't value our parents.
very good
They should work together. Should they work together? They shouldn't work together.
very good
You should
You
use
should
the sanitizer. Should you use the sanitizer? You shouldn't use the sanitizer.
very good
you should send report. Should you send report? You shouldn't send report.
reports
Reports.
good
They should establish the company. Should they establish the company? They shouldn't establish the company.
very good. Establish the company
Yeah.
next
They should get the revenge from him. Should they get the revenge from him? They shouldn't get the revenge from him.
very good
You
yes
should start getting Christmas gifts for the children. Should you start getting Christmas gifts for the children? You should start getting Christmas gifts for the children.
very good next
They should do the interior. Should they do the interior? They shouldn't do the interior.
interior
Interior.
good yes
We should follow the rules. Should we follow the rules? We shouldn't follow the rules.
very good this Sadaf makes sentences
They should follow up the client. Should they follow up the client? They shouldn't follow up the client.
very good
They should be arriving soon. Should they be arriving?
they should arrive soon not arriving my dear not arriving they should arrive soon should they arrive soon they shouldn't arrive soon
They should speak politely. Should they speak politely? They shouldn't speak politely.
very good
We should apologize. Should we apologize? We shouldn't apologize.
very good
They should maintain the temperature. Should they maintain the temperature? They shouldn't maintain the temperature.
temperature good continue guys continue
They should hire the employee. Should they hire the employee? They shouldn't hire the employee.
very good Wajid bhai where are you make sentences Shiva where are you make sentences I want you to make sentences now with it should
They should create a day planner. Should they create a day planner? They shouldn't create a day planner.
very good it should I want sentence with it should
It should fly in the sky. Should it fly in the sky? It shouldn't fly in the sky.
very good yes continue
It should run fast. Should it run fast? It shouldn't run fast.
Good.
It should make good sentences. Should it make good,
Should it?
should it make good sentences? Should it shouldn't make good sentences.
Very good.
It should improve skills. Should it improve skills? It shouldn't improve skills.
Very good.
It should open the office. Should it open the office? It shouldn't open the office.
Very good.
It should predict future. Should it predict future? It shouldn't predict future.
Very good.
It should deliver on time. Should it deliver on time? It shouldn't deliver on time.
Very good.
It should return to the jungle. Should it return to the jungle? It shouldn't return to the jungle.
Return to the jungle. Very good.
It should
Should it be ready now? It
it
shouldn't.
should reach on time. Should it reach on time? It shouldn't reach on time.
Very good. झगड़े नहीं करना कोई भी. Continue, make sentences.
It should grow fast. Should it grow fast? It shouldn't grow fast.
It should be at
Very
home by now. Should it be at home by now? It shouldn't be at home by now.
It should scrap the
It-
stuff. Should it scrap the stuff? It shouldn't scrap the stuff.
It should be.
Very good.
Should it be fine tomorrow? It shouldn't be fine tomorrow.
Very good.
It should work perfectly now. Should it work perfectly now? It shouldn't work perfectly now.
Very good.
It should replicate data. Should it replicate data? It shouldn't replicate data.
Replicate data. Nice. Next.
It should live longer. Should it live longer? It shouldn't live longer.
Very
It
good.
should work fine. Should it work fine? It shouldn't work fine.
Very good.
It should visual report. Should it a visual report? It shouldn't visual report.
It should make a visual report. Should it make a visual report? It shouldn't make a visual report.
Okay, sir.
Next. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Chalo, bhai, continue. Chalo, who's the next? Yes,
It should be the last day. Should it be the last day? It shouldn't be the last day.
correct. Give me more sentences so that I can teach you another one today itself. Make sentence with I, he, she, it, you, we, they. With all the pronouns. Faster. I, he, she, it, you, we, they. I, he, she, it, you, we, they. Faster.
Should talk directly me. Should it talk? Should you talk directly me? You shouldn't talk directly me.
You should talk to me directly. Should you talk to me directly? You shouldn't talk to me directly. Next.
You should study harder. Should you study harder? You shouldn't study harder.
Very
You
good.
should keep the meeting. Should you keep the meeting? You shouldn't keep the meeting.
Good.
Sir, can you scroll the web list?
Sure. तुमच्यासाठी काय पण हे बघा. Chaitali, where are you?
Yes, I
We
am
should
here.
meet him. Should we meet him? We shouldn't meet him.
You
Very
should,
good.
you should keep your mouth shut. Should you keep your mouth shut? You should keep your mouth shut.
Very good.
It should
I should call you in lunch.
For lunch.
He should have said for.
Wait. बाबा जी कुछ सेंटेंस बना रहे हैं उनका सुनो पहले. फक्त मार
I should call you in lunch. Should I call you in lunch? I shouldn't call you in lunch.
दोस्त for lunch. For lunch.
For lunch.
Yes.
He
I
should
should call you for lunch.
We
Should I
We
call you
should
for lunch?
travel. Should we travel? We shouldn't travel.
Travel. Good.
It should smell
She should
better.
stay,
Should it smell better? It shouldn't smell better.
Next.
she should stay here. Should she stay here? She shouldn't stay here.
Next.
You should work hard. Should you work hard? You shouldn't work hard.
Boycotts.
He should buy a car.
Should you?
Should he buy a car?
Okay, he should.
Yeah, he shouldn't buy a car.
Very good.
They
You should
treat-
treat her. Should you treat her? You shouldn't treat her.
Okay.
They
Next.
should
I should-
threaten him. Should they threaten him? They shouldn't threaten him.
Good. Miss Sadaf.
You should wait for the best. Should you wait for the best? You shouldn't wait for the best.
Next.
He should join the gym. Should he join the gym? He shouldn't join the jeep.
Okay, nice. Jaldi jaldi.
You should solve the puzzle. Should you solve the puzzle? You shouldn't solve the puzzle.
Puzzle. Good. Next.
He should visit the store. Should he visit the store? He shouldn't visit the store.
Store. Good.
Store.
Yes, sir.
He
They
should
should.
try again. Should he try again? He shouldn't try again.
They should come
They
to
should.
should they come to class on time? They shouldn't come to class on time.
By the way, you people have given me very good sentences today. I'm really impressed by this. Thank you. Good. Keep up. Yes. Continue. Continue.
They should support him. They should support him. Should they support him? They shouldn't support him.
You should
Support
have
him. Good.
picture. Should you have seen the picture? You shouldn't have seen the picture.
He should buy a blazer. Should he buy a blazer? He shouldn't buy a blazer.
Good.
You should have joined the class. Should you have joined the class? You shouldn't have joined the class.
Very good.
He should.
अगर last तक चांगला नाही ग, you shouldn't have joined the class.
You should wear on your clothes.
He should stitching the cloth. Should he stitching the cloth? He shouldn't
Correct him.
stitching the
Correct him.
cloth.
Correct him. Correct him. Correct him. Guddu, correct him.
You
Guddu
should,
भैया.
you should wear your own clothes.
अरे you don't wear your own clothes. Be naked. नंगे बैठो मत पहनो पे कपड़े पड़े. यहाँ पे बाबा ने देखो क्या किए. He made a sentence. देखो, we should wear our clothes. अरे don't wear the clothes. Stay naked. मैं बोल रहा हूँ क्या हजरत अपना सेंटेंस बनाने में मगज रहे. What's the mistake? Okay, Zubair bhai, repeat once again, please. गरीब लोग के लिए repeat करो.
He should stitching the cloth.
He should stitch.
Stitching.
Stitch.
Yes, exactly. ये problem है. He should stitch clothes.
Stitch cloth.
Okay, ing
Correct.
I have used.
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay, okay.
Stitching नहीं आएगा, stitch आएगा only.
Yeah, right.
All right. चलो, बोले मैं कपड़े पहनता हूँ. यहाँ पे कपड़े सिले नहीं गए, पहने कहाँ से? All right. Yes, good to make your sentence. अभी तो मैं पहनूंगा ही नहीं बोले. अरे
He should submit documents. Should he submit documents? He shouldn't submit documents.
She should make the lunch. She make the lunch? She shouldn't make the lunch.
next. Okay, next one now. Today we are going to see another model auxiliary verb. But before we go ahead, do you have any problems, any doubts with should?
No.
No.
Any questions to anyone? Shiva,
No.
Guddu, Chaitali?
No, sir.
Yes, Mr. Wajid, Mr. Zubair.
No, sir. No.
Okay. किसी का कुछ दुखड़ा बिखड़ा भाई, कुछ जलन कटन सूजन दिखन, किसी का कुछ नाटक बिटक कुछ would like to explain? Okay. Oh sir, no sir. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Now we are going to see now another modal auxiliary verb in English, and that's what must. What is must? Same
Father.
meaning. Same meaning. Correct. Must is father. अभी आप लोगों को ये याद रहेगा क्योंकि मैंने उसको ऐसे डिजाइन किया है ना कि अच्छे से एड़े बच्चे को समझ में आएगा वो. Must is like father, should is like mother, and have to is like
Yes.
boss.
Boss.
अभी बॉस कैसे रहता है? जुबैर भाई को मालूम है, वाजिद भाई को मालूम है. बॉस बोलता है क्या? जुबैर छुट्टी मांगता, 4 दिन की छुट्टी ले.
No.
Big no. So boss is like मुझे काम करके चाहिए तो चाहिए किसी भी हालत में, मुझे मालूम नहीं है. Okay? Now must is like father. दोनों चलिए. Must is like father. Must is like father means what? कि आपको ये काम करना चाहिए. It is stronger. So must is stronger than should, and we are using must for necessity. Necessity जरूरत है हमारी, बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है, उसके लिए हम लोग यूज करेंगे must. Okay? And we are using must for present and future. Past में must का क्या यूज होगा?
No.
वेरी गुड. मस्ट पास्ट में यूज होता है क्या?
No.
फिर मस्ट का क्या बनेगा पास्ट में? What are we going to write there in the past for must? That's what had to.
Had.
Okay, had to. Must का past बनेगा had to. For example, let me give you an example: present, past, and future. If I say sentence in present, I must read now. मुझे अभी read करना चाहिए. It is the present, right?
Yeah,
Second.
right.
Next, I must call you tomorrow. I must call you tomorrow. It is what?
Future.
Future. And I must met you. ऐसे बोल सकते हैं क्या? Can we
No.
select this? गलत. I must say there, I had to meet you. मुझे आपको मिलना चाहिए था. पास्ट में had to use होता है must की जगह पे. समझा? समझा?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
जलन गटन किसी का भाई कुछ?
No, sir.
कान में खांसी?
No, sir.
पेट में सर्दी? Good. Let's get. Now we are going to have here must for necessity. All right. We are using must for present and future only. Now have a look here. I must. मुझे ऐसे करना चाहिए. I must obey the rules. Question: Must I obey the rules? I mustn't obey the rules. मुझे रूल को फॉलो करना चाहिए. क्या मुझे रूल को फॉलो करना चाहिए? Yes. You must follow the rules. And negative, no, you mustn't follow the rules. क्या है, चलता है बिना मास्क के निकले तो भी 500 रुपए तो लेते हैं लोग, ज्यादा थोड़ी कुछ करते है कि नहीं? So must, we are using must for when something is necessity. Can you please give me some strong sentences with must? अच्छे सेंटेंस दीजिए प्लीज. गुड्डू, you must wear clothes.
You must join the army. Must
Very
you
good.
join the army? You must not join the army.
Correct, you mustn't join the army. So mustn't is the short form of must not. Okay, must not का क्या है? Short form है mustn't. समझा?
I must pay as a use. Must I pay as a use? I mustn't pay as a use.
As the usage.
As the usage.
Correct, usage के हिसाब से मुझे पे करना चाहिए. Very good. I
I
pay.
must earn the money. You
Try.
must I earn the money? I mustn't earn the money.
देखो सब अपने अपने सेंटेंस बना रहे, पर कोई मेरे दिल का सेंटेंस नहीं बोल रहा है. आज 31st है, कल बर्थडे अपना. हेलो,
हाँ, sir.
उद्या बर्थडे आपला. कसला बर्थडे? फीचा बर्थडे उद्या आहे का नाही?
No.
कोण होता?
फीचा बर्थडे उद्या. फीचा.
Happy birthday to you, please.
yes. फी ऐसे खुश नहीं होता है, फी आने के बाद में खुश होता है. So please pay the fee, all of you, because today is what, 31st of December, and the people who are remaining with the fee, please clear the fee tomorrow itself. All right? Yeah.
I don't say, already I have paid.
Thank you. Yeah, he has paid complete fee, so he is not going to say this one. Very good. Okay, thank you. Please make some sentences now. आपका दोस्त ना जरा थोड़ा मस्ती में है फिलहाल में आजकल. रोहित आ नहीं रहा है क्लास को बराबर. वो पहले बहुत अच्छा किया उसने क्लास.
Next year, he will come in next year.
सर उसका इंटरनेट खत्म हो गया.
वो रात भर क्या करता है, लड़की से चैटिंग करता है, दिन में वो वीडियोस डाउनलोड करता है यूट्यूब पे, और अभी ऐसे रहता है उसका. कल भी उसने वही बोला कि मेरा इंटरनेट खत्म हो गया है.
हाँ सर, आज भी उसका ये है ना, तो उसने ट्राई करा, वो वापस से रिचार्ज करना नहीं हो रहा हूँ जियो का.
Dangerous thing. Okay, by the way, make sentences now with must. Must. Faster. Must.
I must pay the fine. Must I pay the fine? I mustn't pay the fine.
Correct. I
You
must.
must resume the office. Must you resume the office? You mustn't resume the office.
I must
Good.
read verbs daily. Must I read verbs daily? I mustn't read verbs daily.
Good.
I must wear marks. Must I wear marks? I mustn't wear marks.
Very good. Yes. Must.
I must practice at home. Must I practice at home? I mustn't practice at
You
home.
must win the match. Must you
Correct.
win the match? You mustn't win the match.
Very good. I must practice at home and you must win the match. आपको मैच जीतना ही पड़ेगा, करो या मरो. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Wajid bhai, make
You
sentence.
must-
Shiva, make
You
sentences.
must travel. Must you travel? You mustn't travel.
Correct. You must travel. Next.
You must study for 8 hours. Must you study for 8 hours? You mustn't study for 8 hours.
8 hours. Next.
You must enhance the skill. Must you enhance the skill? You mustn't enhance the skill.
Very good. Enhance the skills. Yes. Yes.
You must
You
fit yourself. Must you fit yourself? You mustn't fit yourself.
Very good.
I must take a break. Must I take a break? I mustn't take a break.
Correct. I must take a break. Next.
You must buy home. Must you buy home? You mustn't buy home.
Very good. Miss Sadaf, make sentences. Good to make sentences. Must.
I must speak in English. Must I speak in English? I mustn't speak in English.
Very good. Next. Wajid bhai, make sentences. Must.
I
You
must
must
continue the lecture. Must I continue the lecture? I mustn't continue the lecture.
Very good.
you must watch the video again. Must you watch the video again? You mustn't watch the video again.
Good. Please try to make some real sentences with the reality, so you can come to know exactly how natural speaking is. Shiva, make sentences. Yes.
I must enjoy the holidays. Must I enjoy the holidays? I mustn't enjoy the holidays.
Very good. Next.
I must face the problems. Must I face the problems? I mustn't face the problems.
Next.
I must read the newspaper. Must I read the newspaper? I mustn't read the newspaper.
Very good. Next. Yes. Must.
I must listen the session. Must I listen the sessions?
I mustn't.
And I mustn't listen the session.
Very good. Mr. Wajid, make sentences. Must.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I must fill read ITR. Must I fill ITR? I mustn't fill ITR.
Very good.
I must help my mother in her chores. Must I help my mother in her chores? I mustn't help my mother in her chores.
Very nice. Next.
You must be mistake. Must you be mistake? You mustn't be mistake.
Good. Next.
I must worship. Must I worship? I mustn't worship.
Very good. Next.
Tired. Must I be tired? I mustn't be tired.
Very good.
I must join the meeting. Must I join the meeting? I mustn't join the meeting.
Very good.
Sick. Must he be sick? He mustn't be sick.
वेरी गुड. उसको धोखा देना चाहिए. मस्ट ही डिसीव. क्या उसको धोखा देना चाहिए? ही मस्टंट डिसीव. गुड्डू, आपके सेंटेंस बहुत जबरदस्त. आई लव इट.
I must forgive you. Must I forgive you? I mustn't forgive you.
वेरी गुड.
We must keep clean. Must we keep clean? We mustn't keep clean.
वेरी गुड. कीप क्लीन.
Clean. Clean.
नेक्स्ट. शिवा, जुबैर भाई, मेक सेंटेंसेस. सदफ, मेक सेंटेंसेस.
I must obey
please her.
compliance.
Call the police.
Continue.
I must
I
send a
must
mail.
call the police. Must I call the police? I mustn't call the police.
वेरी गुड. कॉलेज.
I must obey compliance. Must I obey compliance? I mustn't obey compliance.
वेरी गुड.
I must send a mail. Must I send a mail? I mustn't send a mail.
गुड. द मेल. नेक्स्ट.
You must receive the call. Must you receive the call? You mustn't receive the call.
वेरी गुड. नेक्स्ट.
I must up and running service. Must I up and running service? I mustn't up and running service.
वेरी गुड. नेक्स्ट. Next.
You must go home. Must you go home? You mustn't go home.
Good. Next.
I must go shopping on this weekend. Must I go shopping on this weekend? I mustn't go shopping on this weekend.
Very
You
good.
must keep your room clean. Must you keep your room clean? You mustn't keep your room clean.
Good.
You must wish her. Must you wish her? You mustn't wish her.
Good.
You must talk positive. Must you talk positive? You mustn't talk positive.
Very good. Positive. Next.
You must realize your mistakes. Must you realize your mistake? You mustn't realize your mistake.
Yes, Mr. Zubair.
You must clear the exam. Must you clear the exam? You mustn't clear the exam.
Good. Clear the exam. Next. Next.
You must get the admission. Must you get the admission? You mustn't get the admission.
Very good. Next.
I must get 90% in the exam. Must I get the 90% in the exam? I mustn't get the 90% in the exam.
Very nice. Next.
I must please her. Must I please her? I mustn't please her.
Very good. Next.
You must park in the parking. Must you park in the parking? You mustn't park in the parking.
Very good. Next. Next.
I must get the loan from bank to buy a car. Must I get the loan from bank to buy a car? I mustn't get the loan from bank to buy a car.
Very good.
You must watch the movie. Must you watch the movie? You mustn't watch the movie.
Good. Next. Must. Make sentence with it must. It must, especially. It must. It must develop. Must it develop? It mustn't develop.
It must attention here. Must it attention here? It mustn't attention here.
I want you to take some these words. Take these words and make sentences. It must. Good. Chalo. Make sentence with these words.
It must excite. Must it excite? It mustn't excite.
Correct. It must excite. Next. Yes.
It must fear. Must it fear? It mustn't fear.
It must
Correct.
kill. It must kill enemy. Must it kill enemy? It mustn't kill enemy.
Repeat once again. It must
Kill enemy.
kill enemies. Enemies.
Enemies.
Next.
It must damage by him. Must it damage by him? It mustn't damage by him.
Very good. Next.
It must fill the form. Must it fill the form? It mustn't fill the form.
It
Very
must
good.
damage tire. Must it damage tire? It mustn't damage tire.
It must
Very
fill the date. Must it fill the date? It mustn't fill the date.
correct.
It must hire the employees. Must it hire the employees? It mustn't hire the employees.
Good.
It must fill in the blank. Must it fill in the blank? It mustn't fill in the blank.
Who is this? Fill in the blank. Continue.
It must shiver. Must it shiver? It mustn't shiver.
Next.
It must work distributed manner. Must it work distributed manner? It mustn't work distributed manner.
In distributed manner.
In distributed manner.
Very good. अगर मैत्रीण सेंटेंस देगा पटकन.
It must dislike. Must it dislike? It mustn't dislike.
Very good. Next.
It
I
must solve issues. Must it solve issues?
Yes.
It mustn't solve the issues.
It must avoid split brain scenario. Must it avoid split brain scenario?
Next.
It mustn't avoid split brain scenario.
Correct.
It must exchange. Must it exchange? It mustn't exchange.
Exchange. Good.
It
Next.
must exist there. Must it exist there? It mustn't exist there.
Very good. It
It
must exist
must
there. It must exist there. It must exist there.
it must kick the ball. Must it kick the ball? It mustn't kick the balls.
Very good.
It
Next.
must broadcast. Must it broadcast? It mustn't broadcast.
Very good.
It must
It must catch the. Continue.
it must leak in the wall. Must it leak in the wall? It mustn't leak in the wall.
Very good.
It must catch the fire. Must it catch the fire? It mustn't catch the fire.
It must help you. Must it help you? It mustn't help you.
Correct.
It must estimate the cost. Must it estimate the cost? It mustn't it estimates the cost.
Correct. It must.
It must remember you. Must it remember you? It mustn't remember you.
Good do.
Yes, sir.
Dance.
It must damage the bike. Must is damage the bike. It mustn't damage the bike.
You must
Very
have
good.
finished the game. Must you have finished the game? You mustn't have finished the game.
You must help to finish the game. To finish the game. Next. Shiva.
It must. It must melt on hitting. Must it melt on hitting? It mustn't melt on hitting.
It must follow the exist rule. Must is follow the exist rule. It mustn't follow the exist rule.
Okay, I want you to make sentences now with you be they. You be they. You must, we must, they must.
You must imagine. Must you imagine? You mustn't imagine.
Next.
You must,
You must
swim
turn the
well.
table.
Continue.
Yeah, continue.
You must help the poor people. Must you help the poor people? You mustn't help the poor people.
Good. Next.
You must bring the
दो
stuff.
मैत्रीण की
Must you
इतना
bring the
बोला था
stuff?
अभी बीच में.
You mustn't bring the stuffs.
Very good. Next.
You must swim best. Must you swim best? You mustn't swim best.
Very good. Next.
You must turn the table. Must you turn the table? You mustn't turn the table.
You must lock
Very
the door. Must you lock the door? You mustn't lock the door.
good.
You must estimate cost. Must you estimate cost? You mustn't estimate cost.
Yes.
You must swing the machine. Must you swing the machine? You mustn't swing the machine.
You must respect the elder. Must you respect the elder? You mustn't respect the elder.
You must improve yourself. Must you improve yourself? You mustn't improve yourself.
Correct.
They must
Any
burn the
You
desire.
must.
Must they burn the desire? They mustn't burn the desire.
desires?
You must read the newspaper. Must you read the newspaper? You mustn't read the newspaper.
Any doubts to anyone?
No.
No, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
किसी का कुछ जलन कटन दुखड़े बिखड़े हैं भाई किसी का कुछ? Would like to
Yes.
ask any questions regarding this? We'll have one more round tomorrow. Then I'm going to show you tomorrow some new other modal auxiliary verbs. All right? Or shall we have speaking test tomorrow?
Yes, Friday.
Yeah. All right. Actually, we've been making sentences since long time, right? Means for a long time we've been making sentences. We've been making sentences for a long time. So I want you to speak up tomorrow. And the person who will be absent tomorrow, may God help that person on Monday. Okay?
Yes.
Shivdas,
Yes, sir.
will you speak tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Very good. I'll be waiting for you. And see Mr. Zubair, Miss Chaitali, Mr. Abdul Wajid, Mr. Guddu, Miss Sadaf. All of them are going to speak up in front of the camera tomorrow.
Inshallah.
Okay, sir.
Inshallah. Allah आसान फरमाए और इंशाल्लाह कायम रहे. Okay?
Hmm.
So
God
we
willing, sir.
Means
means God willing. May God willing.
May God willing.
या
Yeah,
ऊपर
sir.
वाले ने चाहा तो अपन बोलते हैं ना भगवान ने चाहा तो ऐसा होगा.
Okay, sir.
May God willing. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheerio.
Cheerio, sir.
Cheerio.
Cheerio, sir.